Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's your favorite teenage host, Mila.
Hola mi gente, soy la mamá de esta jovencita maravillosa, aka bomb.com, also mom.
And YouTube, before you ban this video, this is a spoon. See? Spoon. Harmless spoon. It's not a sword, it's a spoon. Okay, they're gone. If you want to see more mystifying magic like that, then subscribe down below, leave a like, and comment something nice, because my mom has been sick for a very long time.
It's the first day we've been able to record this because I have not felt good. I would rather have another child than endure what I've endured.
Wow. Not bad.
That bad.
Okay, now on to the episode. So, last episode, in the last episode, do you remember what happened in the last episode besides a bunch of singing?
Yes, I do.
So, the last episode,
Down in the dark.
I'm going to be at the house. Call me whenever the food gets here. Okay?
in the last episode, we left off Percy, Annabeth, and Grover in the fields of Asphodel as security ghouls were chasing after them. And these are the events that followed. First chapter we read was we found out the truth.
Sort of.
Only sort of. Only a little bit of the truth.
A little bit. Not the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway, so the asphodel fields are huge.
Yeah.
That's what we learned. They're swampy, dismal. You got black trees here and there, a little bit of everywhere. Okay, it's not your Dr. Seuss, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize in advance.
In advance.
Yeah. In this distance, they can see the fields of punishment just burning with rivers of lava. That does not sound fun.
It doesn't.
I know that it's not supposed to be like a bad place, but I
Yeah.
feel like that's not a place I want to be.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you want to go swimming in the field of lava today? No.
No.
I don't.
I don't think anyone wants to be in the fields of punishment.
Like, take me to Hawaii. Let's go swim in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know?
Hawaii.
So
Not sponsored.
yeah. And but Hawaii, if you'd like to sponsor us, we are totally down.
Yeah.
If we need to go and film some of these over there, listen, we gotta do what we gotta do to make it happen.
Hawaii, if you want to sponsor. Hawaii, the state, if you would like to sponsor.
Have your people call my people. We'll be there tomorrow. But anyway, and there's minefields and miles of barbed wire separating the different torture areas.
That does not sound fun at all.
So my torture area would be a barbed wire field where I cannot touch my pugs.
Oh, so do you know the story of Tantalus?
No, but that would be my hell.
No, so I'm not gonna spoil a lot, but Tantalus, he was like sent to the fields of punishment for doing something, and he was sitting in a pool of water, but he could not drink the water, because every time he tried, the water would like go into the ground, and every time, and like there was a fruit tree hanging above him, and every time he reached for the fruit, it would like, a wind would like, a wind would like flow it away.
Yeah.
So like he couldn't eat or drink, so that would be your heck.
Yeah, I think my daughter educated me once. So anyway, in the other direction, they can see Asylum, which is a lovely gated community. It's like has these Elysium, my bad. It's like where you see like the houses that you would see on Cribs, like on MTV Cribs. They used to have this show called MTV Cribs where they would go into like all celebrity houses and like show you what all the inside looks like. Or what now, kind of like your brother likes to watch, which is $1 million homes or lottery homes or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I picture it to be. And it's got a beautiful blue lake. In the middle of the lake, there's 3 islands.
And those are the Isles of
Blessed.
The Isles of the Blessed, and it is for the people who chose to rebirth, and they got to go. They rebirthed, they died, and they went to Elysium, and they chose to rebirth and die, and they did that 3 times, and they got to Elysium 3 times. they got to go to the Isles of the Blessed, which is basically where all of like where all of like the heroes and everyone wants to be.
So it's the place to be in Hades if you're going to Hades, right?
Yes. It's basically ultra mega heaven for like Hades.
Except I'm going to heaven, so because I ain't risking my luck. So, anyways, my luck, I'd be stuck somewhere in between a river of lava and no pugs that I can't touch. I don't know. But anyway, okay. So they continue to walk through the asphodel fields, and then the distance is a place of obsidian towers.
Yeah, it's Hades' palace.
Yes, it's his house.
Something. Oh.
And here comes the Furies.
Yep.
I wonder if they're still wearing their yellow jacket. I mean, their yellow jackets. I don't know why.
Their leather jacket.
Their leather jacket while they're like chilling up in wherever they're at, or down. I mean, not up. But I wonder if they got their leather jackets on and stuff.
That'd be funny.
Looking like biker chicks with like
biker grandmas.
Tails.
Biker grandmas.
Yes. So, yeah.
So then the magic shoes start acting up. They start flying without Grover telling the shoes the magic word, which I forgot what the magic word was. I think
Wasn't it like hi-ya or something like that?
What? I think it was manna.
Really?
Yes.
Manna, like what Jesus feeds the people in Exodus?
I think so.
All right, cool.
I think it was manna. Or
I mean, not Jesus.
No,
God, what God fed the people.
I think it was.
Like he had it like fall down from the sky in Exodus whenever
I
they were
think it
like
was
trying
manna.
to walk to the promised land. Okay.
I think it was manna. I'm trying to find it. Don't.
Anyhow, while she's looking for that, Grover's magic shoes, they start flying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he is like being dragged away from Hades' house towards a narrow cave, right?
Yes.
Okay, so freaking out. And the magic shoes are going so fast that Grover can't take them off, and Percy and Annabeth can't help him.
Yeah.
So like he's trying in the air while he's flying to like bend down and like untie them. Maya. Close to manna.
Close. Maya. That was the magic word. Not sure what that means.
Maya. See, I was close.
You were close. Wait, what did you say? You
said ay or something like that. I did have the
yeah
part.
You had the ya, and I had the m.
There you go. So
put it together. If we work together, we can do it.
Anyway. Yeah, so one of the shoes pulls itself free from Grover's foot, thank the gods, because we all know at this point Grover. Boo.
Well, it was because it was big on Grover, remember?
Let's be honest, Grover should not have been on this trip.
Remember, we were never specified whether Luke and Grover have the same foot size.
Okay. Whether Luke and Grover have the same courage, whether
it's
Luke
probably not.
and Grover are even on the same mission, I don't know, okay? I'm going to say they're not on the same mission at this point. Grover's on some other mission.
He's in another world right now.
Most of the time, he ain't even there.
It's like this one meme. Are we on the same page? We're not even in the same library.
We ain't even in the same chapter, boo. We ain't even in the same chapter.
Library. Grover, so we're on the same page. Percy,
nah, bruh.
we're not even in the same library.
Nah, bruh. We ain't even in the same town. No.
We're not even in the same country. That's the spoon.
So anyhow, one of the shoes pulls itself free from Grover. Thank the gods, because we all know that wouldn't have gone well. So, and he hangs off for dear life, and he's clutching a rock.
He's like...
A rock, not a rock. I don't know what a rock is.
He's clutching the rock.
But if any of you Google a rock, let us know. Put it down in the comments, and I'll be happy to...
If it's something bad, don't do it. Don't do it.
You'll be banned.
You will be banned from what?
From my life.
Okay.
From our YouTube life.
Shrug.
Yeah. So anyway, Annabeth and Percy grab Grover and pull him uphill towards a safer spot, right? And they're so exhausted, and Percy feels like someone has put rocks in his backpack.
Grover finally gets the last of the shoe off.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And yeah, Percy feels like his backpack is so heavy.
He's like, bruh, did you put some rocks up
Did
in
they
here or
put
what?
a bowling ball in my backpack?
Yeah. He's like, what? Did we get, like, are you working out and I don't know about it? You need to be working out.
Wait, who's talking right now?
Percy's telling Grover, like,
Oh,
you should have been working out this whole time.
Wow.
You should have been doing some taekwondo, kickboxing, something up in here to get you to,
So
like...
anyway, they all hear
Sorry.
like this faint whispering.
We all know how I feel.
Whispering. This whispering.
And Annabeth realizes that in the deep chasm Grover almost got sucked into with his shoes is the entrance of Tartarus.
The entrance of tartar sauce. I mean Tartarus. And do we know what is in Tartarus? No, because they haven't specified yet.
So Percy takes out his pencil.
Percy.
Percy.
Percy takes out his pen.
Riptide. And whispering pauses for a little bit. The whispering pauses. So all of that goes silent for seconds. So they walk uphill out of the tunnel completely.
Mm-hmm.
The pit seems to inhale. As they climb out of the tunnel, pulling them backwards, they run for safety.
Yeah, they feel like if they were there, like,
They'd be
even
sucked in.
feet, even like inches behind where they were, whenever the tunnel inhaled, they would have gotten sucked in. That's scary.
Yeah. So they run for safety. Something was not happy we'd gotten away.
I don't think anything in Tartarus is happy.
So, on their way into Hades' house, they noticed the scene of death carved into his gates.
Oof.
I wonder what that looked like. A whole bunch of dead things.
People being stabbed.
Ew.
That's what I'm picturing. Like, people being stabbed, people being shot. Just...
Like, what do you do whenever you're calling around asking for a quote for a wrought iron gate like that? Like, hey, yo, I need a quote of a wrought iron gate of death and a scene of death on it. How much would that cost me?
How much do you think it would cost?
Your life,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
Anyway, so then something was not happy that they'd gotten away, is what they say.
Yeah.
So on their way into Hades' house, they noticed the scenes of death carved into his gates and his garden made out of jewels. I bet that was gorgeous.
That was probably beautiful.
Yes. And Persephone, which is his wife,
Yeah, Persephone.
pomegranate garden. Yeah.
Yeah, her pomegranate garden.
They also recognized some of Medusa's handwork.
Statues of all kinds of people and animals.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't she one of the ones that was trying to attack them?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, do you know what a pomegranate tastes like? I've never had one.
Yes, you have. I thought you had.
No, I haven't.
It's you open it up and
I
those
know.
little balls
Yeah,
on
I know
Daddy
what I
loves
know
them.
what a pomegranate is, but I've never had one before. I wanted to have. I've always wanted to try one, but I've never had a
Your
pomegranate.
daddy loves them. He steals them all the time from Yaya's neighbor.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, he borrows them.
He takes them without asking.
He takes them because they're already on the ground,
Yeah.
and he's giving them a better life.
Yes.
So, anyways, so they walk through Hades' palace. Everywhere there is a black marble and bronze. There's black marble and bronze floors, which I feel like that would be really pretty if you had a huge house.
Yeah.
Which he has a palace, so. Because I feel like that would be like.
It probably
rich.
looks like gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it looks, and like when they enter the throne room, it looks exactly. Wait, am I skipping too much?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
So skeletons of former soldiers stand guard.
So like Greek soldiers and like red coats and skeletons with tattered army uniforms. So like from all ages, like I guess like knights also.
And the doors to Hades' throne room swing open, and the three walk right in. And Percy recognizes the room from his dreams. He's like, "Yo, I have been here before."
Remember the last dream where Percy was basically like kind of like Jesus, basically. Remember that dream? Like, you remember that?
I don't ever remember Percy
No.
being Jesus.
No. We were comparing Percy to Jesus. It was like in the last episode. Remember? So like, cause he
Did he
was
walk on water?
No. He was like, okay.
Did he make the blind man see?
No. So remember the voice, the country voice pit.
Did he die on the cross?
No.
Oh.
So he was like so he was dreaming of the country voice pit,
Mm-hmm.
and like this some invisible servant.
Oh.
You remember that dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dream. So that it looks like the throne room from that dream.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Where there was 2 people and he couldn't make them out.
Yes. Well,
They weren't making out, by the way. This is not that kind of show.
No.
Go somewhere else.
Go somewhere
If
else.
you think it is. I said
You
he
fool.
could not make them out.
Yeah.
I didn't say they were all making out.
We're not making out.
Just want to clarify.
How does a voice and an invisible servant make out, by the way? How does that...
Very carefully.
Never
So,
mind.
so he gets his first. This is the first time he actually sees Hades.
Yes.
This is the very.
This is the third god that Percy has seen. The first one was Dionysus, Mr. D. The second one was Ares. We all remember him. Jerk. And then the third one is Hades.
Aries, if you didn't look like Antonio Banderas to me, I would not be happy with you.
But that's how she pictures you. And I just wanted to say, like, I didn't do this before, but like I think the description of Hades, like, it got me. It just got me, and I'm gonna read it right now because I found it. So it was, and I didn't do this earlier, but I'm gonna do it now. So it was. He was at least 10 feet tall, for one thing, and dressed in black silk robes and a crown of braided gold. His skin was albino white, his hair shoulder length and jet black. He wasn't bulked up like Ares, but he radiated power. He lounged on his throne of fused human bones, looking lethal, graceful, and dangerous as a panther. No,
He was ready to
not the
strike.
Black Panther. Not the Black Panther. Anything but the Black Panther.
R.I.P. though. R.I.P. Black Panther.
Wait, he's not dead.
The
Yeah.
actor is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was a good dude, but
Yeah.
the movie sucked. Sorry.
It does.
Anyways,
And
that's just our opinion.
I want to read the rest of it.
Okay, go for it.
Immediately, I felt like he should be giving me orders. He knew more than I did. He should be my master. Then I told myself to snap out of it. Hades' aura was affecting me just like Ares had. The Lord of the Dead resembled pictures I'd seen of Adolf Hitler and Napoleon, or the terrorist leaders who directed suicide bombs. Hades had the same intense eyes, the same kind of mesmerizing evil charisma. That,
It's evil.
yeah.
Pure evil.
So,
Anyhow,
anyway.
Percy calls Hades uncle. He's like, Theo.
He's like, he calls Hades, like, sir once, and uncle, like, 5 million times.
In our culture, because we're Mexican American, we call everybody Theo.
Theo,
which is
Thea.
uncle. Like, you can be my mom's 4th cousin down the road.
We'll
and
call
we're
her-
going to call you Theo.
Yeah.
Or Thea.
Or if you're, like, just a family friend. If we have a family friend, we call her Thea.
Oh, faux show. If you're a family friend, you're an aunt and
You-
uncle too.
If,
now.
if you're a family friend, you're related to us.
Heck, if y'all were to come over right now, we would probably call y'all Theo and Theo.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. We're not like
Not y'all. But
No.
Anyhow, everything else we said is true.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so-
Everything we said is true.
So he's
Except for
like,
that part.
uncle, and he tells his uncle that he has 2 requests. Again. Okay, I can't talk. Like, I've been so out of it this week, y'all. Like, seriously. But anyway, first of all, this is where I want to go back to Percy. You're 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need you
We're
to simmer down.
12.
Simmer down.
Nah.
Like, if a 12-year-old came up in my house and he was like, Thea,
I need 2 requests.
I have 2 requests, I would be like, bruh, I'm gonna need you to back it up, back on up before I have to let my hand,
The hand
slap.
of knowledge on the seat of understanding.
the hand of knowledge is about to slap that seat of understanding, bruh. I'm gonna need you to back it up. Don't come at me like that.
Don't come at me.
at me like
Don't
that.
come at me, bro.
So I'm gonna say that probably didn't go well.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So then Hades clearly thinks that Percy has done something.
He thinks that Percy is the lightning thief,
Yeah.
as
yeah.
everyone has so far.
Yeah. And Hades is furious at Percy's arrogance too.
Yeah.
Hello. That ain't just a Mexican American thing, bruh.
No.
You can't come at people like that.
You
You're
can't.
12.
I'm 12.
Ooh,
I know
wish-
if I came at someone like that, they would like.
I wish she would. First of all, I would let them take care of her, and then when she got home, I would have to take care of her again
Yeah.
for embarrassing me. Okay? That's how we roll. So anyway, so Hades clearly thinks that Percy has done something really wrong, and Percy asks him, "What have I done?" And he's like, you know what you've done, you little arrogant you."
No, it's like when parents asked, "What do you think you did?"
Yeah.
What do
What do
you think
You tell me what you did.
What do you think you did? Like,
You're like, "Oh my God, I did a
I
lot of
don't
stuff."
I don't know what I did.
You're like, "I've done a lot." That's what I used to think. I was like, "What did I did a lot today." Like,
I
what?
did a lot today.
Ooh. Nope, I should leave that out.
Mm.
Oof. Ooh, probably shouldn't tell that either. Yeah. Anyways, thank God for Jesus. So Hades tells him that he doesn't want a war. Hades is like,
Yeah.
"I don't want a war with you, bro.
I don't
Not
want
first
a
of all, I'm
war."
not having a war with you. I don't want a war with your daddy and all my brothers and sisters."
Because and Percy goes, "Well, wouldn't a war like expand your kingdom? Like, don't you want more dead people?" And he's just like, "Dude,
Look around.
dude, look around you."
There's a plethora of people up in
Yeah.
here that are dead. I don't need more people.
It's like it's begun to get like so crowded because the dead keep dying.
Yeah, he's like, "I can't afford to have a huge surge of dead people.
Yeah.
The underworld is already way too full of dead
It's
people.
already overpopulated.
And they're sucking his wealth dry."
Yeah. Hades he used to be the richest god, but like now with expenses, like it's not
Yeah.
good.
And
And then Percy goes.
yeah.
Well, Karen asked for a pay raise.
he's like, "God dog it. Ever since he
God
found
dang
out
it.
about Gucci and Louis Vuitton,
Sounds like Mateo.
he is so expensive now. That is just like her little brother. Let me tell you. Okay. Ever since he found out that there's name brand stuff out there, he wants it.
Yeah.
The more expensive, the better." And I'm like, "Bro, you need to get a job. J-O-B. Spell it, get her done." Anyways, so,
Enough about my brother.
yeah, Hades, but he's so precious.
Yeah.
Hades accuses Percy of stealing a master bolt himself in order to help Poseidon start a war. He's like, in order to help Poseidon start the war. He's like, "You stole it yourself so that you can help your daddy start this war."
And then Hades accuses Percy of stealing his own symbol of power, his helm of darkness.
So, and Hades is like, "If you don't return my helm of darkness, you are about to like it's about to be unleashed." Okay?
And then Percy's like, "Wait, what's it?" And he's like, "I haven't thought of that yet."
But it's going.
But it's going to be
It's gonna
unleashed.
be unleashed.
just
He'll
don't know what
stop
it is.
death and make your lands a nightmare, is what he says.
So basically, he's going to cause the zombie apocalypse.
So Percy tells Hades.
Hades.
I like Hades too.
Hades is a place.
Oh. Percy tells Hades that they don't have his helm of darkness.
Yeah.
And they don't know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And Hades doesn't buy this. He's like, bruh, just be honest with me. The Master Bolt is in his backpack. Proving that Percy stole the Master Bolt all along.
But who gave them the backpack?
Ares.
Yeah. Ares gave them the backpack.
But how come it didn't just get heavy? It just got heavy, like recently. It wasn't heavy like that all along. Whenever they left Vegas and all that, it wasn't that heavy. Like all of a sudden, it just started feeling super heavy.
Maybe.
You notice that?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I did.
so Hades doesn't buy it though. He's
Yeah, he
like,
doesn't.
he's like, Percy. The Master Bolt, it's in your backpack. It proves you stole
it's
it.
in your- just
Yeah. So you've had it all along.
yeah.
So Hades tells him to hand both the Master Bolt and the Helm of Darkness over. And
Percy realized that he's been tricked.
yeah, he realizes he's been playing with Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades has been set at each other's throats by someone else. So somebody is rigged Percy to look like the bad dude to start this entire war.
What if the bad guy wasn't the bad guy? What if the hero wasn't really good? That's what I thought. Sorry.
So the Master Bolt had been in the backpack, and the
who gave them
backpack
the
was given
backpack?
to them by
Stop looking at my hand.
Ares.
Look at my hand. Hades tells Percy that he knows that Percy came to the underworld to barter for his mother, which is true.
Yep.
That's true. And then Hades makes a glowing image of his mom, frozen at the moment the Minotaur appeared. So then Hades tells Percy that his mom is not dead, and that if Percy just hands over the Helm of Darkness, and if Percy hands over the Helm of Darkness and the Master Bolt, he's not gonna hurt her at all. But if he doesn't, she's gonna die.
Really? I don't know if I'd believe him.
I mean, he is the Lord of the Dead. He is, like, serious, I guess.
So both Annabeth and
Annabeth.
Grover try to convince Percy at the moment to leave them behind and use the pearl to save his mother.
Yeah.
But
Because
Percy...
Percy only had 3 pearls,
Yeah.
but he had to get 4 people out, and that leaves
Yeah.
1 person left.
Yep. Of course, Percy won't have any of it because he's 12 and he's a superhero.
Yeah. He's just like, and Annabeth's just like, well, I trained for this, and Grover's just like, I'm your protector.
Okay, Grover. All right.
Okay, Grover.
Oh.
You're coming either way.
Okay.
You're coming either way. So
Wow.
Percy decides that he has to let his mom go.
Yeah. So he says goodbye to
Says-
her.
yeah.
The 3 break their pearls while the skeleton army attacks them, and the pearls turn into giant bubbles.
Bubbles.
I watched this movie once. What movie was it? It was like there was like witches or something in it, or anyway. Oh, it was a fairy godmother or something. Oh, she was a rich girl. She turned into a maid. It was like back in the 80s. And then at the end, the fairy godmother like went up in a bubble. Anyway, okay,
Oh no!
side note.
Wait, the thing that I thought of was the scene from Finding Nemo where that one fish in the aquarium had like this.
Oh yeah,
This,
bubbles. Yeah.
And it had like anytime had a chest, and anytime it opened, because
Yeah.
he was obsessed with bubbles, he would go bubble bubble bubble.
Yeah.
And Glenda the Good Witch from Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, she did too, right?
Because she like turned into a bubble.
Right.
Like the original Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. So the bubbles are super powerful and carry the 3 up to the ocean, and they arrive at the surface of the Santa Monica Bay.
Yeah.
So in the distance, Los Angeles is legit on fire.
Wait,
like LA.
Wait, literally on fire?
Yeah, like LA's on fire.
I thought it was like the sunset made it look like it was on fire.
Like
No, it was
LA's
literally
on fire. Yeah.
So
and Percy knows that it's morning. It's the morning of the summer solstice, which is when he had that was
when
their
he
deadline.
has to get like the Master Bolt back to Zeus.
Yes. He has to return the Thunderbolt to Mount Olympus that day. Probably not going to make it.
Most importantly, he has to have a talk with the god that tricked him.
So exactly.
Yeah.
And that is where the chapter ends.
And now time for the next chapter.
Dun.
Time for the next chapter.
I battle my jerk relative.
And I just wanted to congratulate my mom because she was so close on who the jerk relative was. She said it was Clarice. You were so close.
Thank you.
It was Aries.
Yes.
Yeah, you were really
We
close.
learned that.
We learned that in this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, this chapter.
So they stumble onto the Santa Monica beach at sunrise.
Yep.
And while Los Angeles is burning, right? So they walk for miles, of course, and on
Like
the beach,
always.
and they're talking about
They're-
what
you know,
just went down.
You know what? Their legs, like their legs are fit at this point.
Oh, for sure.
Their
Like
legs
they're
are-
not eating.
They're not eating.
They're not eating. They're walking.
Yeah.
A lot of fighting. So yeah,
They're very.
For sure.
Their legs are very fit.
They're very fit for 12-year-olds.
For 12-year-olds, like.
So, and Percy realizes someone other than Hades stole both the Master Bolt and the Helm of Darkness, and framed Percy because his dad is Poseidon.
We know this.
So they're like,
Who could it be?
But of course, Poseidon's going to get blamed by both sides at sundown.
Because he's Poseidon.
Yeah.
Because he's Poseidon.
Yeah. So in the distance, who do they see?
They saw
Dun, dun,
a
dun.
man.
Ares and his motorcycle. With a baseball bat. Not a hat.
With a baseball bat.
And he's waiting for them. So he's like, yeah.
He's like slow. He's like doing one of the slow claps. Just like, I can't believe you figured it out.
So of course, whenever they get up to him, because Percy's 12 and a little kid, he accuses Ares of stealing the Helm of Darkness
Also,
and the Master Bolt.
Percy, like he's hard-headed, so like he would, and like.
At this point, if I was Poseidon, I'd be like, bruh, just whoop his butt one time. Just let him know one time that he's a kid, bruh. Just
one
do it.
time.
Do it. Just do it.
One time. Come on.
He needs to realize he needs to bring it down a notch.
Yeah, he needs to realize that that actions have consequences.
You can't just be walking up to adults like that, little man.
Yeah, you can't just be doing that. No.
Not to Mexican Americans.
Yeah, no. You can't do that to us. Like, we are going to beat you up.
So anyway, Ares like, hey, I got somebody else to do my dirty work.
Yeah,
like, I didn't do it.
Just
I didn't touch anything.
He's like, you're not the only demigod that like that runs errands. So that means a demigod stole the Master Bolt. And do you like have any?
And he's looking over at Annabeth like,
dun dun dun. But do you think it was Annabeth? Do you think Annabeth stole the Master Bolt?
Nah, I think she's too sweet.
Okay. Sweet?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think Grover stole the Master Bolt? Yeah, that's out of the picture. So who do you think did it? Like, do you think it's someone like that we know,
Clarice is too angry. To steal it.
Yeah. Clarice is too angry to steal it. So do you think it's like gonna be like some?
She'd already stole it and used it.
She would already have used it.
Yeah.
Destroyed probably an entire city or county at this point.
Sure.
Maybe a state.
Because she has daddy issues.
They all have like parent issues. Annabeth has mommy and daddy issues.
Yeah. So, it's totally the dude who was trying to be his BFF forever. What's his name? Blondie.
BFF?
That means best friend for life.
Lips are sealed.
So anyway, the backpack Ares gave them in Denver was enchanted. So that's why it was not.
Okay, keep going.
So the backpack that Ares gave them in Denver was enchanted, which is why it was not heavy.
Yeah.
Until they got to the underworld.
So the backpack was the sheath of the Master Bolt, and whenever the gang got to the underworld, then the Master Bolt returned back to the sheath.
So, and just like Riptide always finds its way back to Perce, the backpack's always going to find its way back to...
The Master Bolt's always going to find its way back to the backpack.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Ares looks like he's listening to another voice. So Ares like got like a little chip in his ear, right? So he's like, yeah, bro, yeah. And the people in front of him are like, who the heck is he talking to? Like, we're trying to have a conversation right here. Like, and he's like,
Percy just like, we're having a conversation. I'm talking to you.
He's like, yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah. He's like muttering to himself almost.
Yeah. So Percy guesses that Ares didn't orchestrate this. He's not the one who put this all together.
Well, obviously obviously Athena is just Ares with brain cells. Ares has no brain cells.
So he was sent by Zeus to find the thief, and when he found the thief, he decided to let the thief go scot-free so that he could sit back, relax, and watch the war begin.
Watch this war unfold.
So Percy guesses that Ares is taking orders from the voice in the pit, which is who Percy saw in his dream, or heard. He didn't see them.
He didn't, yeah.
Yeah.
He felt it, and he, like, heard it.
Yeah. So when Percy expresses that, Ares is, like, super offended.
It's like, I don't take orders from no one. I don't dream. And Percy...
I'm a god.
I'm a god. I don't take orders from no one. I don't dream.
And then Percy's like, whoa, I didn't say anything about dreams. How do you know about the dream?
Yeah. We didn't mention anything about the dreams. For all we know, Grover and Annabeth are probably the only ones Percy's ever told about the dreams.
So Ares is busted.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Like, he's totally working for the country voice in the pit.
Yeah. So Ares sets a wild boar.
So do you think Ares was like the invisible servant in the dream?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Why?
I just don't.
Okay.
I don't think Ares is that smart.
He's not that smart to be an invisible servant, and the voice in the pit literally called him an idiot.
There you go.
The voice in the pit called the invisible servant like illegitimate idiot.
Oh, well then yes, maybe so.
I don't remember the exact. Dang it.
Oh.
Sorry. It's like I don't remember the exact like details of what the pit called the invisible servant, but like it was somewhere like an idiot.
Yeah.
I think.
So he sends this like wild big pig on Percy.
Well, it's like his spirit animal, basically.
Yeah, that's funny. His spirit animal, big pig.
Why do you think I called Bella Bullfig?
Wow.
Well, she's Clarice.
Ares and Percy start fighting one-on-one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because
oh my God, Percy!
He's 12.
You're 12. You're 12. I'm 12.
I can't imagine he's full grown at 12,
no.
but whatevs.
Like I'm not full grown. I mean, I stopped growing.
The way that they've made me to envision Ares is this huge, like
muscle. He's just like, one big muscle.
Not John Cena, but what's the other dude?
The Rock.
The Rock. Okay, taking on a 12, it'd be like, boom, like all he has to do is flick.
Like Ares just goes one good
over.
uppercut to like the jaw, and Percy's like out like a light.
Game over. TKO.
Yeah. Percy, you can't take him.
But he does. All right. So meanwhile, people gather around.
Yeah, people are starting to gather around them, like cops, pedestrians.
I can imagine like everybody has their cell phone out. Yeah. They're all like recording instead of like trying to help.
If this was,
like today's day and age.
Yeah.
Dumb people.
Yeah.
But anyway, so police start arriving in these huge numbers, and Ares sets their police cars on fire.
Yeah.
And the crowd, it disperses. Everybody's like, ooh, I don't want none of this.
They scatter like cockroaches.
Oh, yeah. They're like, ooh, I just got this Land Rover. I ain't trying to get it on fire.
Wow.
This new Tesla. Nope, my Tesla's worth more than that 12-year-old.
Wow.
So, I'm just saying, that's probably what they did.
Honestly, yeah.
So, finally, Percy backs into the water, telling the waves to hold up and build pressure, which they do. And, of course, Ares is like, oh, that's the only place you can fight, right? Is in the water, right?
He's like taunting him.
Yeah.
Like run back to your sea daddy. Mm-hmm. That sounded wrong coming out of my mouth.
Yes. So,
yes.
Yeah. So then Percy releases a huge wave on Ares' head, throwing him off his kilter. And, of course, Ares is cursing Percy before he leaves.
Yeah.
Because he's so precious.
Cursing him, like cussing him out, or like cursing him, like giving a curse too, like putting a curse.
Probably both. It's probably like cussing him out and putting a curse on him.
So anyway, Ares like puts a literal curse on him, where he says that when Percy this happened in this book, right, where he put the curse on him, where he said when he needs his weapon most, it will fail him.
I don't remember.
Right. I'm pretty sure it happened here, because Ares curses Percy. He gives him he bestows a curse upon him. Whenever Percy needs his weapon most, it's going to fail him. That's not good.
Nope, not at all.
Like, what if he needs his weapon to save his life?
Yes.
He's gonna die.
As he leaves, Ares shows his true immortal self, and everybody looks away, even Percy, because he knows, if I look, I'm dead.
If I look, I'm gonna die.
So the Furies arrive on the scene. Yeah. A little late, Furies.
Oh, God.
A little late. They're like Grover now.
Oh, God.
And they've watched the whole fight go down, right? And they realize that Percy is not the thief after all.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, sorry, bro,
like,
wrong.
I didn't mean to almost kill you 200 times. Like, we good?
We good?
No, we're not.
No, we're not good. We're not good at all.
So Percy gives the Helm of Darkness and asks them to return it to Hades. They're like, give this to your papa. I don't want it. Well, yeah, that's their underworld papa.
No. So actually, the Furies were created when Ouranos was chopped up. When Ouranos was chopped off of him, and when he died, bits of blood from his, scattered around the earth. Some landed in water, some landed in the earth, and the stuff that landed on earth created like nymphs and satyrs, stuff like that. And then there was bits of blood that landed on other parts of earth and created monsters. And three of those monsters were the Furies, and that's how they were created, by earth and pee blood.
deal. So Mrs. Dobbs, or the Fury, tells Percy, "Live well, Percy. Become a true hero, because if you ever come into my clutches again, Oz isn't letting you go.
I'm gonna cut you.
I will cut you, bruh." So Percy, Annabeth, and Grover briefly, very, very briefly,
they celebrate. They're just like, we did it.
Wow, of course.
And
then they decide they'll have to fly back to New York in order to make their deadline.
What happened to flying gets Zeus angry?
Well, they're like, "Hey, Zeus, like, just, like, have a little mercy on us tonight, bro, because we're trying to make this right. Like, just tonight." So so Percy gets on the television, and he's like, "I just want to say, every time I saw my dad on TV, missing me so much, oh, it just broke my heart, and I know right now he's so happy that I've been found, and so he's gonna want to give everybody something free from his store, so call his store at 555-5555. Call right now. He's gonna want to help you out." And so, yes, and the cops are so touched that they pass around a cap, and they come up with a collection of money.
They get enough money to like buy plane tickets.
Yeah. So
those have been cheap plane tickets.
No.
What?
And then that's where it ends. And then the next two chapters are
the next. Well, what do you think's gonna happen in the next chapter?
I settle my tab.
Yeah. What do you think's gonna happen?
Somebody's gonna have to be paying something. Somebody doesn't have to pay their bill.
And the next one is the prophecy. The prophecy comes true.
Not the prophecy.
And what do you think that means?
That means that he's going to find out who that is his friend betrayed him.
So like every part of the prophecy has come true. You shall go west, face the God who has turned. The God who has turned was Ares, not Hades.
Right. You
shall find what was stolen, see it safely returned. He returns the thing to Olympus.
Right.
You shall be betrayed by one who calls you a friend. And you shall fail to say what matters most in the end. What he failed to say what matters most was his mom. And, well, we haven't seen who betrays him. I mean, it could have been Ares, but Ares wasn't his friend.
Yeah.
Not at all. Ares was not his friend.
Clarice hates him.
Clarice hates him. She's not his friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Annabeth.
Not even a little bit.
I don't think Annabeth would betray him.
I don't think she would either.
She's not the type.
Yeah, no.
Grover is too soft to betray. I said soft. You said dumb. Just like in the Medusa episode, whenever you said fat, I said male. You called Percy fat, and I called him male, and then I called Grover soft, and you call him dumb.
Just tell it like it is.
You do.
Percy would be crossing, and Grover would be over here, like, finding a can to eat real quick.
You mean crossing? Crossing what?
Like the explosive, whenever he's
okay.
supposed to, like, blow him up or something. Okay. Like, he'd be like, "Oh, look at this can. I'm about to eat it." And then Percy would cross and not even be touched. Like, let's be honest. Like, that's how Grover operates.
Yeah, that is how
it's
Grover
not
operates.
Be Grover.
I mean,
if it is, I'll be like, "Whoa, Rick, you done got me."
But Chiron, Chiron's like kind of his friend. I mean, he's his mentor, but like, he's his mentor centaur.
Yeah, but he's got like a horse butt. I just don't think.
What? What do you mean he has a horse butt?
I just don't see. Like, I feel like he's related to the pugs in a way, and because they're animals family, and I just don't feel like they can do mean things like that.
So, who do we have left?
Now, Mr. D.
Mr. D's not his friend.
Exactly.
Mr. D's not his friend.
But he might do it for a bottle of Jack Daniels.
He's not allowed to drink.
Yeah, but if somebody was like, "I'll give you a bottle of Jack Daniels if you do this," he'd probably be like, "Let's
Sold.
do it. Let's do it."
He's like, his eyes go like.
He's like, "Right now?
Right now? Right
when?
now. And whenever you want." It's like, sold.
So anyway, we will see you next time.
See you on the flip side.
Bye.
Guys, I forgot to say that next week's episode is actually going to be live. It is going to be Friday at 5:30 or 5 o'clock or 5:30.
Probably
5 o'clock p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be our first live episode, and we're going to be doing the last 2 chapters of each book is going to be live. And
be there or be square. Chime in so we can answer any questions y'all might have.
Yeah. So if we get at least 2 viewers for the live episode we were going to start, okay? We need at least 2. I'm looking at you. You know who I'm looking at. I'm looking at you. Sarah. I'm looking at you.
Wow.
Looking at you, Sarah.
All right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you, right there. Anyway, yeah. So, be there or be square.
See y'all then.
See you on the flip side.